Hey y'all, it's Sierra, and today I'm going to be giving a second part on self-esteem. The first part, I talked about what self-esteem was and what are some things that you can do to improve your self-esteem and your confidence. But I'm going to be talking about some of those confident distractors that come along the way.
Hi. So this is Sierra.
I'm going to be talking about what are some of the things that hinder our confidence, that may block our confidence. Okay, y'all. So we all know we're human, right? We have feelings, we have thoughts, we have beliefs. We are just human, okay? We're not perfect. With that being said, the first thing that I want to get into that I think is really big and extremely relevant, especially today, the first distraction that causes us to look at ourselves in a different light is social media. Now, my young people, my millennials, all the Generation X, anybody who's up there, even baby boomers, Generation Z. If I miss anybody, y'all know who y'all are. Shout out y'all. Shout out y'all generation right now. Without the technology, it would have been a major disruption in how things operate in the United States. So with the Zooms and with that technology, people can meet face to face. It allowed schools to go on, it allowed businesses to go on, and so forth. And it still allowed us to contact our family members for the ones who we could not see face to face, whether they was in a hospital or whether they was across town or across the world, and we're just checking in with them. So technology is really important, and it's relevant for us to have relationships with people, okay? But the issue comes, and I have been guilty of this too, y'all. When you like are bored, and even if you're not bored, you just want to be nosy, and you're surfing through the internet with your phone, and y'all know how it is. Y'all may see something that kind of like piques your interest, like, I wonder what that is. And you keep on scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. And then look, that 15 minutes turned to, honey, 30 minutes to an hour or more than that, or almost the whole day. And you spend so much of your time being consumed with that. And then you may have these feelings about yourself like, oh man, I wish that maybe I look like that, or maybe if I can change up my style. Well, I noticed I didn't get this many likes on this post. I noticed that my birthday came up and I didn't have a lot of shout outs. It can be several things with social media. If you spend too much time in it, it can affect your self-esteem. Listen, here's the deal. People are going to put out on social media what they want you to see about their life, how they want you to see them, okay? So a lot of that stuff isn't really the reality that's going on behind the scenes, because a lot of these people, they have a brand, they have something that they want to, a way that they want to connect with people, and it's just what they do. It's just a social media persona. And I just want to encourage you to take some time. You may have to take some time off of social media just to get things together, and just so you'll understand that, listen, there's a life outside of social media, okay? And it's not for you to stay up there and continue to compare yourself to others. Oh, this one went on this trip. This one has this nice outfit, nice nails. She's getting all the attention from the guys, or, fellas, hey, he's getting all the attention from the ladies and all this other stuff. Or, hey, you know what? This business is getting more attention than I'm getting. And it's just like, forget it. Forget it, y'all. Do not compare yourself. What I tell y'all, you are wonderful. You are amazing. Nobody is like you. You are unique. You are fearfully and wonderfully made, and you are unique. Nobody is like you. Nobody has the same gift, talent, or ability. Like I said in my other video. So stop comparing yourselves, y'all. Listen, you know what you can do. Listen. Take some of that time that you were surfing on somebody else's page and get your own stuff popping. Really in your personal life. Go out, feel good about yourself. You know, if you're limited, do some things that you are good at. Do some things that make you feel good about yourself, okay? You can spend the time you spent looking at somebody else's stuff. You could have had things going on for yourself, working on your business plan, working on some of the things that make you happy. Shoot, you could have had a business done by then as much as you're looking. So do something for yourself. And you know what? I'm a believer in this. You do stuff behind the scenes, okay? You do stuff behind the scenes. You work it out for yourself, and then you present it. And even if you don't present it in front of people, do stuff behind the scenes that makes you feel good about yourself, okay? And make sure you take a break. And you also may say, hey, I didn't get this many views on this video. Who cares? It is what it is. Listen, whoever finds your stuff that you have a connection with is going to be meant to be. And for everybody else, God bless. Deuces. If you don't give me a view or a like or whatever, it is what it is. Life goes on. So that's a good way to think about it. Don't feel like your self-worth is wrapped up in somebody giving you the validation of a or a view or a comment or a greeting, like, you know, happy birthday, whatever. Just do your thing. And whoever you're able to connect with, whether it's one person give you a view, whether you give your own self a like, that's good enough. So post things that you are passionate about and that you care about, and forget about the likes. Just be you and do you, okay? Relationships. It may affect our self-esteem. Now, if you had like a bad breakup with somebody and you just, all your emotions and your self-worth and everything, how you identified yourself is wrapped up in that person, that's an issue, okay? And you gotta know, you are the bomb without that person. That may be an old word, but see, I'm a 90s baby, so I'm gonna use it. You are the bomb without that person, okay? So I don't know whether the breakup was through somebody stepping out of the relationship, or maybe it was just some major interpersonal conflict that you was having with your partner, significant other, or it could just be a relationship that just wasn't really good from the beginning. Either way, if a breakup happens or something like that happens, you need to hold your chin up, your head up high, and know that, okay, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. And it may take some time, but just know that you are somebody without that person, and you will make it. Things happen for a reason. And y'all know I'm a spiritual person. If you pray to God and you ask God for guidance, you ask God for protection, you ask God to lead you into a path of success, He will do that. But you do have to take that path of success, because He's not going to force it on you. Suggestion is, before you get into the next relationship, work on yourself, because I've seen so many examples of people just getting into relationships and them not really being happy with themselves, not really being fulfilled, okay, with themselves. And they go to the next relationship expecting this person to, you know, be their cheerleader in the back. And, oh yeah, you know, you got it going on, blah, 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 blah. Forget that. Listen, do it yourself. Know that you are all that in a bag of chips without them, okay? You will be just fine. Move on. Take care of yourself. That will be the time to step back and do self-care, okay? Do self-care for yourself. Figure out what are some of the things that you're good at, some of the things that you love, and work on nurturing that gift or that talent or whatever God has given you to work with. Work on that. That relationship doesn't work out, then that's will be the perfect time for you to work on yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. Not saying you have to be perfect when you get in the next relationship, but it needs to get to a point where if they give you the deuces or if they don't give you praises, then you're okay without that, because you was giving yourself praises anyway and giving yourself admirations and affirmations. It's so important, y'all. Friendships. Okay. So you may be in a situation where you may not have the friends to kind of stunt on the gram with, or whatever you're doing. You may not have the friends. You may not have like the support that you want to as far as friends and associates. The best thing that you can do is get yourself out of your little shell. Do what you do best. Do some things that you love to do. And take time to get to know people. Show yourself friendly so you can get friends. But make sure you have wisdom in who you're around and when you're around. But listen, it's not the end of the world. Continue doing what you're doing and don't be in a shell, okay? Like a little scared turtle. Just get yourself out there. It's nothing wrong with working on yourself behind the scenes. Not everybody needs to see the transformation. Get yourself out there, meet people. But make sure you meet people that inspire you, that motivate you, that make you want to do better and to be better. Financial challenges. Now, maybe a thing where, as far as your self-esteem, you be like, you know what? I'm in so much debt. I cannot get a house. I can't get a car. I can't get this. I can't get that. Focus on the things that you can do. If you know that you're having some financial difficulty, there are some classes out here that you can take. There's courses, as well as reading books, YouTube. They have a lot of content just talking about that as far as budgeting. Not only that, listen, don't nobody know your finances but you, okay? So you may want to just take time out when you're available to write down all of your expenses, write down your bills, the things that you have to take care of, that you don't have to take care of at the time. Just prioritize. Prioritize. Also, too, using cash can kind of help you a little better with managing your money compared to just using your card. Because listen, you can have 1,000 and at the end of the week you have zero because you've been spending, and you don't know, or you can max out your credit card, which is just doing all the spending. So get your calendar, get a little notebook, write it down. If you were serious about getting something for yourself, work on your credit, okay? Work on paying some of those bills that are in the credit bureau. Work on paying some things off. And just take your time, okay? And things will have a way of working themselves out. But take care of yourself and take care of your finances. Diet, y'all. Oh my goodness. Diet can really affect your self-esteem, because we know when we eat a lot of sugar, or when you eat a lot of fats and your carbohydrates, is through the roof, you already know that you gonna gain some little pounds on you, okay? A little pounds, a lot of pounds on you. And it can just really hinder you. It can make you feel real sluggish. You're out of breath. You can't exercise like you need to. It can cause a multitude of health issues. It can cause a multitude of just affecting your mood, making you feel sluggish, making you feel just down and depressed, and you just don't have any energy. It can come. So I feel like watching the foods that you eat, it makes a difference. And also too, it can affect your skin. Your skin to have bumps and different things coming up because all the toxins that you're putting in your body. It's so important to just watch the things that you eat. Okay, lessen your sugar, lessen your fats, drink more water. Water can help your skin. You be hydrated, but help your skin clear up and everything. Now I know I have been doing that, and that's what's been helping with my self-esteem. Because not only do I have the MS, but So I have a chronic illness and I have a poor diet. Y'all, I could barely, and I could tell like when I was having like inflammation because my legs were so, my legs just like, they were wobbly, they felt stiff. I didn't have no energy. And I said, this is not going to work for me. So y'all, I have reduced the number of sodas that I have a week. Really, I don't even drink soda anymore. I drink tea and I put like Splenda in it, like 3 packs of Splenda or 2 packs of Equal in it. And it's helped me a lot. I've been increasing my water and it's helped me a lot. The fats and all that crap that I was eating, y'all, I have reduced that significantly. But I also did that by using an app. And that app is so helpful. I reduced the fats and the sugars that I was eating, which I feel a lot better. I have energy now. I'm able to move. And I look forward to just losing this weight, getting in shape so I can start working on some of my other things. I look forward to just losing this weight, getting in shape so I can be a better me, so I can be my best self, because I want you to be your best self and I want to be my best self. So I need to hold myself accountable and watch the foods that I eat into my body. Not only that, I don't want it to contradict with the medicine that I'm taking for MS and, you know, the other medications. So I don't want to do that. I'm not going to play with my life anymore. My life matters. It's important. And diet and exercise is a part of that. Disability. Okay. Disability. I got to get closer to the camera for this. Disability, y'all. It can be an invisible disability or just a physical disability. But the issue is this. When you have something like a disability, depending on, like I said, I do feel like it depends on your quality of life. It can affect your self-esteem. Because with me having MS, I felt like I really had to find my way, because I wasn't too sure on how I was going to navigate a world that I had to kind of reintroduce myself as Sierra with MS. Because now I have to think about, okay, where is the bathroom? When I go out in public, because I do take MS, it has affected my bladder flow. So I can't always pee it out. So I'm on medication for it. And I have been on for maybe like 4 or 5 years. So basically, when I go out, okay, I can't say, oh, I'm just going to go out and just have a great time. The first thing that I'm looking for is a bathroom. Now, you know, young people, we like to get it. We like to go different places. So don't think about too much. But with me, that kind of made me feel a certain type of way, because I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like feeling like grandma over here. In my head, I'm like, this is something that older people think about. I mean, this is something that older people deal with. I don't want to deal with this. So that kind of affected my self-esteem, because I'm just like, how would, you know, people view me if I constantly have to use the bathroom? It's better with the medication, but some days, my bladder is so sore, and it sometimes it don't want to come out like it needs to, my pee. But really, I realize that's not a good way to see it. My disability and my challenges with multiple sclerosis, relapse and remitting multiple sclerosis, is not the end of the world. That's what I had to realize. It's just something that I'm gonna have to adjust to, and just be honest, open communication with it. Like, hey, I might have to use a bathroom a little bit more than you do. Or, hey, I may not be feeling all that hot today, but I'm gonna try to do my best to put on a brave face, and if I'm not asleep or if I don't nap, I do my best to just put on a brave face and just go with it. So I think what's helped me in my disability with my self-esteem is just to be honest with people and just put it out there. And, either they take it or leave it. So that's what I've done. Now, my disability is invisible. You can't necessarily see it unless I'm just having like a bad day and my legs are a little wobbly or just something is a little off about me. That's where you can tell. But for the people with physical disabilities, people with physical disabilities, it takes confidence. It takes self-worth, knowing your self-value to be like, you know what, I have this disability, maybe on my face, my arm, my legs, anywhere. But you know what? I'm going to rock it. And I have so much respect for those people because they give me inspiration. I'm over here tripping about something and they have stuff that truly affects them. Not having any legs, not having, they can't see. Just different things like that. And I'm telling you, it's absolutely so inspiring to see. And it's inspiring to see because they don't let things hold them back. They don't let that disability hold them back from being their best self. They just go with it. And they like, listen, either you take it or you leave it. And that's the great attitude to have. You take it or you leave it. But you know what? I'm going to go out here. I'm going to dance. And I love just seeing inspirational things like that. They make me happy and they just really motivate me. And I absolutely love it. So if you have a disability, whether it's invisible like mine or whether it's physical, let's keep on going, y'all. Let's keep on inspiring. Y'all inspire me. Invisible disability and people with physical disabilities, or they may have both. Y'all inspire me. I love y'all. Let's continue to do it because people need to hear our voices. They need to hear our stories. They need to hear our struggles, but they need to be uplifted and they need to know what has helped you in this process. And I know what's helped me in this process is communicating and being honest and just having an attitude like, listen, either you take it or leave it, and knowing that I am worth every single bit of happiness and joy. My happiness is important and I matter. You matter, I matter, no matter what. So just take this time to figure out some ways that you can just push past the challenges that you're getting through. Y'all know I'm a spiritual person. It may be prayer. It may be talking with somebody. But just know this, y'all. You are not alone. Y'all not the only ones who are going through, these situations with your self-esteem, with your self-worth. And you know what? It takes time. And I know for a while I struggled with my self-esteem because I spent so much of my time comparing myself to others and not thinking I was good enough. Y'all, I wasted a lot of valuable time I could have been putting in my craft and my gifts. And now I'm doing that. I am investing in myself. And that's what it's about, y'all. That's what self-esteem is about. Investing in yourself. Now, it's all right to look good and to feel good, but you also have to have that humility there. Have humility, y'all, on top of confidence. And look, y'all gonna knock it out the park. Humility and confidence, y'all are going to knock it out the park. Y'all can do this. Hey, get that dress on, go out. Get your walk on, go out. Meet people, talk to people, start a business, take business classes. Whatever you have to do, talk, or you could just talk with somebody. Share your story, because I'm telling you, y'all, it makes a difference in your self-esteem journey. And another thing, one topic that may be a little bit more serious is different types of abuse. Now, different types of abuse do happen that can affect your self-esteem. So, if somehow you've been sexually abused or assaulted as a child, as a teenager, as a college student, in the workplace, or if you've been physically abused, at your home, that can take a toll on you as well. And that multitude of problems, down the line: anxiety, depression, at risk behaviors, drug use, suicide ideation, a multitude of things, low self esteem, not feeling good about yourself. There is always resources in the community that you can reach out to. People can feel isolated and can feel alone and can feel like they're the only ones, but there's somebody else out there that has a similar story and they can relate. And there's also support out there. So I definitely, encourage you, talk to somebody that you trust, somebody. And then a lot of times, sometimes in a situation, you're isolated. So you may have to reach out to an outside resource. Safety is really important, and taking care of yourself is really important. I'm for anything that will provide safety, will provide a sense of wholeness, a sense of self. And if that means therapy, then that means therapy. And another type of abuse can be emotional abuse. Somebody trying to put you down, which can lower your self-esteem, try to make your accomplishment insignificant, try to make you not seem important, make you feel a certain type of way, really, really picking on you, really trying to put you down, just hinder your confidence. That can be seen in cyberbullying. Yes, cyberbullying happens, unfortunately, especially with these young kids, these teenagers, these young adults, and really anybody. Cyberbullying can happen, and it's a serious thing. And unfortunately, it has caused people to take their lives, and it's caused people to go into a deep depression and an anxiety, especially if things are exchanged through line. You have the sexting scandals, you have all kinds of scandals out here, and just situations where people just try to make other people feel bad. And the deal is, you got to take your power back. You got to take your power back. So you got to look in yourself, get the resources that you need to help you get to that point. But look within yourself and know that you are worth it. I don't know how many times I've said this in this particular video, but you matter. Everything about you matters. If that person was cyberbullying you or in the house or whatever, putting you down, just know it's not anything with you. That's something that they are lacking. They lack the control. They lack the confidence. They lack the self-esteem. They are trying to project something onto you on how they really feel about themselves. Okay, so just know there's help out here, resources in the community. Definitely reach out. You're not the only one, and you are not alone. So it may have been a thing where when you were growing up, you didn't have somebody tell you you're beautiful, you are amazing, you're worth it, you're smart enough, you're good enough. You didn't have those affirmations, maybe from your family or from your friends that you would like to. Maybe you were a victim of bullying, and maybe you just feel so down about yourself and you feel like you are nobody. But you are somebody. You are somebody. You matter. Yes, you matter, okay? The best thing that you can do for that, you need to forgive them. Forgive them for mistreating you. Forgive them for bullying you. And just know it was nothing about you. It was something that they were dealing with within themselves that they most likely projected onto you. Or they had that displacement, and they try to displace that on you, okay? And bullies, they are something else. I was a little bully. Okay, short story time. I was a little bully in elementary school. I used to, yeah, I'm a little embarrassed about this, but I used to like take little snacks, and I know I didn't need any because mom put me plenty of them. But I was trying to be the cool kid, and I was like taking little snacks and stuff. And one day, this little guy, we call him Aaron. That's not his real name, but Aaron, he told on me, and he was like, "Miss So and So, Sierra stole my crackers." And, I was embarrassed about it. I was a little, I was a little tired. I think I was maybe 8 or 9. And I learned not to be a bully. And then, I got in middle school and I tried to be cool. And, I was just a little bully. I ended up taking somebody's little weave thing, and I said, I'm not gonna give it back, trying to be all cool and having the people laugh, and I regret it. That was bad. And we met each other as adults, and I was like, to this day, I apologize. I'm like, oh my God, I was so silly. After that, I wasn't a bully anymore, but I got bullied. That didn't happen for too long, okay? With me bully, because I didn't play that. That was a little side piece. But even though you may not have gotten that affirmation from your parent, from your teacher, from awards in schools, or just awards in general, you are somebody, okay? Those things are very temporary. But what's not temporary is you. You matter. You can put a mark on this world, okay? You can put an impact in people's lives. Make that matter. Make that count. So that wraps up self-esteem and confidence building. One-on-one, your motivation. Get out there and do it, y'all. So go out there, get that dress on, start that business, take that business class. Go ahead and post things that make you happy, not for views, not for likes, but post content that matters, that may inspire somebody, that may uplift somebody. Do what you have to do to make you happy. Make you happy. Motivate your own self. That's what it's about. It's about self-motivation. It's about persistent. You may not get it right the first, second, third time or whatever. And it's not about being perfect. Nobody is perfect. Nobody will ever be perfection. Even though, some people may think they're perfection, but they're not, okay? They're not. But just know this. You matter. I matter. Share your story. Share your story. Be an inspiration to the next person. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Let me know some things that has helped you with your self-esteem, or some of the things that you had to overcome. What does self-esteem mean to you? What does it mean to you? Check out my other video, the first part of self-esteem and confidence motivation one-on-one. This is Sierra. I want you to be your best self, and I'm signing off. Bye-bye.